Alright, welcome aboard, guys. I don't want to activate drive, however, we activate reverse. Alright. Oh, really? It's take me a while to get going. Car says it's 66 degrees outside. And autopilot wheels on. Let's get going. Alright, so we'll see how it goes. There's a YMCA place that they're building. They will build, I don't know. So I want to go search for that. Of course, I'm going to go visit Big Turkey today, but whatever. I say we warm up and get going. Okay, yeah, foot on the accelerator. Oh, there's the autopilot will not brake message. It's interesting that it's different today.
In 500 feet, turn right onto American Drive.
But you're right, I don't do that a whole lot, so there you go. So I do have my wireless.
Now turn right onto American
Yeah,
Drive.
I do have the wireless mic on my on today, and it's on my right sleeve. I don't know, I just feel like it's just close enough to help. It will pick up my voice, but it's,
In 500 feet, turn right onto Boggy Ford Road.
I guess I feel like it booms too much if I have it up on my neck. Whatever.
Now turn right onto Boggy Ford Road.
But it should be in a place where it helps some with the road noise. Not that the road noise has been all that bad lately, which surprises me. So our friends at Out of Spec Studios, they're putting together a cars and coffee thing. So for those who don't know about, there's a new charging network that's starting up. It's called ionna, IONNA. They have a place that they're building in Houston, and they have a place they're building in Apex, North Carolina, which is just outside of Raleigh-Durham. Anyway, Out of Spec is going to host a Cars and Coffee next Thursday. It sounds like it'd be cool to go, although all the charging spots are already reserved. So I guess that means I couldn't charge? I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at the state of charge video, because I could swear I saw Tom with a credit card in his hand. So maybe it's sort of there, but not quite. Not that I really need. I mean, there's plenty of Tesla chargers, superchargers around the area. But just to go to see the Out of Spec crew, see Tom and I forgot his name, Tom's friend. That'd be kind of cool. The price to me is it's 2 hard days of driving. Right? Which kind of puts a burden on me. But still, it'd be cool. And on the way out, I could drop by Houston and see the Houston ionna station, how it's coming along. Just for fun. But I don't know. I need to figure out what it is I'm up to. And since all the spots are reserved already. Just
In 1,000 feet, bear left onto Highland Lake Drive.
that kind of reduces the. Not that I was terribly interested in charging there. Do I want to see it? I'd like to see it, but do I want to charge there? Eh.
Now bear left onto Highland Lake Drive.
I mean, I have a Tesla Model 3. Its high point is 250, maybe 260 kilowatts. So I wouldn't be going there for the advanced charging. It's far better that somebody with a Hyundai or a Kia use it, and Porsche, of course, because they could take advantage of it. Anyway, but I think it'd be kind of cool and kind of unique. Of course, there'll be a bunch of people there, but you know, whatever. Peace and harmony. All right, so we're on our way. Time to switch to long format, and bid those of you who are going to watch just a short video, bid you adieu until later. So let's switch. All right, welcome back.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Lomans Ford Road.
All right, so in my running saga of it ignored the school active school zone. Well,
Now turn left onto Lomans Ford Road.
Chuck Cook, I mean, he has other focuses, but when he has a chance, he'll go through active school zones. So he did a video yesterday. He was actually preparing for a panel discussion with Farzad later that day. And what he was doing was he was going out to experiment with direct sunlight. You know, where you're driving into the sun and it's blinding you. So he was trying to verify that. But while he was driving, he went through three active, well, I don't know if they're active. He went through, potentially 3 school zones. The first one had a post and a sign, like we have in here in Lago Vista. And so he purposely moved so that there was nobody in front of him, and the car did slow down to the speed limit set by the active school zone, but it didn't change the speed limit sign. Speed limit sign stayed the same, but it did slow down to honor the speed. And when, I don't know if it was the very next speed sign, but there was a speed sign that said 40. When it hit that, it sped back up again. And that's what I have here at Lago Vista High School. Okay? The only difference is he's running FSD 13.2. Now, he might have been a Model Y, I'm not sure. Although it had stocks on it. I could have sworn there were stocks. But that doesn't mean it can't be a hardware 4. So I was kind of curious. So what I usually go by in testing is, I don't care if a car in front of me slows me down. What I'm looking for is this change, and what showed up on his video was it didn't change. Okay. So we'll have to go back to entering the school zone with nobody in front of me, which may be hard to do in some cases. Although going north, it should be possible. Going by the high school, that is. Or if you're going out towards the middle school, as long as you don't have a bunch of parents in the way, you should be able to do it. That's right. I could then cut back up to Brahma and come back on Bronco. Yeah, possible. Anyway, it was just interesting to watch it. Now, there were 2 others. The second one was, there was a school, but I'm not sure, or maybe it was one of those ones they suspend by cables. I'm not sure that he saw an active sign. Okay. I don't have to go back and look at it. Anyway, it's his video from Friday the 13th, which was yesterday. It just seems to indicate there's a possibility they have been training, and just that the situation isn't right. Or maybe they've been training in 13, not necessarily in 12. Okay, because I'm on 12. Anyway. That was the most comprehensive demonstration, discussion of active school zones that I've seen anywhere that I've looked. All right, so thank you, Chuck. That was very much appreciated. All right, so anyway. Oh, so the second one, sorry, got sidetracked, right? The second one, I'm not sure that we saw active school zone. On the third one, it was suspended above the road, but he was behind some vehicles that slowed down. So just like when I go into high school, I'm slowed down by the vehicles in front of me. So it's hard to tell if it was the vehicles in front or if he was going to do it anyway. Now I'll say that my last run through the high school,
turn right onto Farm to Market 1431.
It was pretty obvious because once the Lexus in front of me had more space to speed up, he sped up, and when he sped up, FSD sped up, or ego, right?
Now
he
turn
sped
right
up.
Farm to Market 1431.
And I was in standard mode, so he shouldn't have been speeding, I don't think. But that one confused me somewhat. Okay. So somebody making a comment like, well, FSD doesn't respect construction zones. Well, this is not exactly a plan. I mean, they planned it to be here, but you just drive into it. Oh, there's a construction zone here. Right? So it's not exactly... Okay, right turn signal, move the car to the right. I don't think there's any map data on it. Now, today I saw that they were working up on the pole. Okay, anyway. So that's the 3 school zones I saw in his video. The most comprehensive discussion I've seen on that. Are you really going to go? You're going to go. What about when we hit the 45 zone? Oh, well, we didn't see a sign, so we didn't respect it. Okay. Just great. Right turn signal on again. Let's move it back to the right. Yeehaw. There was a Kia that was just about the time my turn signal came on. He was also going to go inside to go by. We're going 60 here? Of course, you didn't see the sign, right? Where's... Oh, it's way up there. It's at the top of the next rise. But then again, everybody around me is going the same speed, so... Flow of traffic. Whatever. Well, if it just went by the 45 and you're still not slowing down. Okay. Dude, we're in standard mode. What? He just took it all away. What? What happened? I was just saying that it's in standard mode, but he took away standard mode. That's curious. Because we're definitely in highway mode. So you would think he'd show standard. I don't know. unusual to me. Well, it's not impacting the car operating in any way. Curious. Oh, I didn't check to see what you could see. Turn down just a touch. There we go. I think you see the screen okay. Okay, so I'm scrolling down because we were entering Jonestown. Jonestown's not a city you want to speed through. But I came off of 58. So it had 58 max and a 45 zone. I don't know. That's kind of weird. What happened to this gas station? Ran out of customers? Got too expensive? Oh my goodness. Here, let me help make sure that you stop. You're already over the line. Okay. So that's one of those 50-50. Do I brake? Do I go? And no doubt the DV over here is looking at me like, what happened here? Yeah, what did happen, FSD? But this version of FSD is known for having issues with yellow lights. So it's not a surprise. Or you could say another way, it's sort of expected. Wow, I got a lot of people over here today. Oh, they extend that way out. Wow. So I used to know the guy who used to own that. Pretty good guy. Of course, his problem was his help. I mean, I guess it's kind of normal, right? Give free drinks to customers, stuff like that. And a little bit, it's not going to hurt anybody. But when it gets too much out of control, then it becomes a loss. And you got a guy who owns the place and you're cheating him, well, that's not good for business. Okay, well, Standard's back. How interesting. How does FSD decide whether he's showing Standard or not? Before it was like, if we're city streets under 50, take off Standard. Well, we're in a 45 construction zone, I guess. That would seems like that would correlate. Okay, whatever. Onward, upward charge. Oh, they're having a picnic. We're trying to have a picnic. It's a little windy, huh? Well, at least, it's, 76 degrees? Wow, it's warm. Relatively speaking, it's warm. I mean, if it was summer, we'd be celebrating how cool it is. Right? It's unusual to get a low under 78 during the summer because of the humidity. Of course, I live in Lago Vista, so it's, relatively speaking, it's kind of dry. Alright, so what is your calculated speed? 61? Okay, that sounds about appropriate. 60 actually. Oh, it's doing 55 now. Awesome. Okay, so flow of traffic says we're going just a touch slow. Actually, we're at 55 in the 55 zone, but 55 in the 55 zone means we're going 54. I personally don't get why that's an issue. 55 should be accurate 55. Oh yeah. Well, it's a Chevy, right? The pickup in front of us is a Chevy. No doubt he's discovered he has to pay for gas. Yes. All you guys, oh, but gas is the best choice, blah, blah, blah. I'm laughing at you, dudes. I mean, really. You're paying 3 times as much to power your vehicle. You're not saving money on over what I'm paying for the car itself.
In 1 mile, turn right onto Anderson Mill.
So what are you trying to say? Well, I support my friends in Saudi Arabia and Venezuela, or however you say that. I'm sorry, I've never been good at saying that country's name. That was an obvious, really stale light. Come on, man. All right, so nice little recording sent off to our friends. So the 4 OGs of the future of FSD all pretty much agreed, yes, 13.2 should go wide. However, my guess is they've incorporated 13.3 into the holiday release. And so that's what they're aiming to get out. But they're only at 13.2, they're not 13.3. So I don't know. And what good's a holiday release if you don't get it for the holidays? Yeah, come on, Elon. Whatever. You know, it kind of ties into the discussion of the older Teslas running hardware 3 and the newer Teslas running Teslas run AI4. Okay, this car is running AI4. So he's capable of running 13.2. Anyway, whatever. And Chuck did a good job of discussing or at least some of that future.
Now turn right onto Anderson Mill Road.
Okay. I'm curious. No, that's fine. Just he was taking it a little bit sharper than I would have expected. But it was the appropriate thing to do. Anyway. So the real whole point is the computer and the memory in the hardware 3 system is much smaller than what it is in the AI4. and nobody fully knows what's going to happen with the AI5. Although I would assume that AI5 will be in the cyber cab, and whatever the new models are that they're going to come out sometime next year. And once they started dropping the rumor that, oh, by the way, there's going to be a hatchback something, where, oh, that's the car I really want. Whatever, doesn't matter. I got this car. This car will be the first car I would put in the robo-taxi fleet. Even if it's just for friends and family. Right? I mean, honestly, it'd be nice if the robo-taxi thing was making money at some point. Nice. It's kind of a requirement, right? If you're going to stick with it, it has to make money. And I don't think Tesla would, if my car was in the robo-taxi fleet, I think Tesla would pay me a share, which is fair. I mean, it's their fleet. So I'm not expecting a big payment out of it, just some payment to help justify the cost. And the thing is, once you get that going and you see a certain amount of traffic going with it, then that justifies going to buying another car. And if it doesn't happen, well, you know, I'm not hurt from the perspective of, but I like my Model 3. Is this one a performance? No. But I like having my Model 3. So much so that trip I was talking about going to North Carolina, I would take the Model 3. Is it smaller? Yes. But, we're at 221 watt hours per mile right now. But still, that's pretty efficient. And by the time I'm done today, it will be a lower number. Whatever, peace and harmony. Why can't you follow the faster Chevy? The one that's making more millionaires in Saudi Arabia. Ah, okay, I'm just kidding around. There's no doubt he's using more gas. Oh, it's the Great Lakes. Okay. Student driver in RDX. I see that DJI has Osmo Action 5s on sale. To the point they're including a couple extra batteries or something. Which sounds interesting. So if I do take that trip, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, they're building one in Houston. In Houston, it would just be a one-day turnaround trip.
In 1 mile, turn right onto North Farm to Market Road 620 Road.
Okay. Yeah, look out, it's a CRV. Oh. I love hot dads. Okay. What an interesting group of stickers. Oh, whatever. Whoa! wherever they're going, they're in a rush. I didn't see the driver, so I can't say it's a she. But stickers indicate it's a she. Oh look, we're going 45 to 45 zone. Better. Yes, I didn't do any of the interruptions that I normally would do. I don't know. It sucks when I've done the other. Whoa, it's this little thing at the bottom's about to fall off. To the point where it might be better to just take it off already.
Now turn right onto North Farm to Market Road 620 Road.
Dink, dink, dink. Oh. Does this mean that the other side's about to go? Yes. Okay. And FSD has recognized that. It's good. No, not yet. It looks like Corvette got a red light. And yes, the green light's green there. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. So you have a towel wrapped around his neck? Sorry, it just looked unusual. He also looked like he was all sweaty. What? Yes. So my friends showed up today to show why I prefer going down Valente Road. Not that this is horrible, it's just so many cars. Post office guy has his flashers on. Why is that? Ten eight 06. Where are we going? Of course, I don't have a number. Well, we'll be turning in 2 miles. be a Volvo? I don't know. How does he choose what speed he's going? Well, there's no point to going fast because of the cars. Well, they're not directly in front of us. They are in front of us.
In 1 mile, turn right.
Oh, I don't have my tools with me. Ah. Oh, that's what I need for a Christmas present, isn't it? So I don't know how widespread it is, but I know when I lived up in Maryland, I went into a store and found this collapsible or a take apart shovel. So you take off the blade, you take off the handle, and you have a stick. So it's 3 parts. So you can put it in your car for when you need a shovel. A snow shovel. Which was interesting. So that's one of the things I do miss is I think I had one for a while and I don't have it anymore. Now, I have a big shovel, so at home, when I have to shovel the snow, which happens every 5 years or whatever, but it doesn't happen very often. So I don't want anything that's expensive. It would be nice to have a cheap thing. 0.2 miles. It's here at the trails. .1. So basically where that car is. Are you going to go in here? We need to get over.
Now turn right.
Oops. Here, let me help out with that. You obviously don't have any clue about it. Yeah, it's a school. This is a roundabout. Okay, FSD back on. So what was going on, there's a bicycle lane
now turn right.
between the turn lane and the traffic lane. And FSD didn't have the idea that you should go across the bike lane to get to the turn lane.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the left.
Oh, they used to have preschool up there.
Now your destination is on the left.
4 Points YMCA. Should I give a little accelerator? We got a little more accelerator. Oh, good, yeah, let's turn here. Oh, okay. I'm curious. Just wandering around, huh?
Now your destination is on the left.
Alright, let me interrupt him. Alright, trips 24 miles, 41 minutes, 207 watt hours per mile. Alright, there you go. It felt like he didn't really quite. I mean, nobody's here, so you can park in any one of these spaces, no problem. But it didn't seem to quite grasp how to do that. But you know that hasn't been released yet. Even in 13.2, it hasn't been fully released. But they obviously have been working on it. Okay, anyway, gonna take a short little break and walk around a little bit. Oops, sorry. Did I put it in the wrong place? I put it in the wrong place.
Now turn right onto North Farm to Market 620 Road.
Yeah, let's see if we can figure it out now. I guess that's why he was kind of wandering around. Okay. Well, yeah, too bad your pickup is so big. Oh, it's a Shelby. I wonder if Shelby's turning over in his grave. Okay. Yeah, well, geez Louise, dude, go. Kind of weird. So it looked like he had a hard time making up his mind. And he finally went, but he waited till that car got closer in the outside lane. And now they're going to go by. So, yeah, let me show you what I can do. I'm driving to it. Yeah, okay. Then again, we're doing 47 to 55 zone. Look at that. The seatbelt tightened up. Really? I hadn't noticed that before. It's almost like it knew it was going to be a little bit harsher stop. Tightened, tensed up the seatbelt. Good work. Where are we at? The 14th? What is the fan speed? Low. Okay. I thought you had to prove that you're a big dude. Of course, I'm still going 44, 47. Come on. He probably knows that this is not exactly a safe place to be, huh? Northbound 4 points closing soon. Live music. What? Yeah, it's green now. Seattle Supersonics. What? Seahawks. Oh, well, I'm stopped here. Let's get out of that remote. Wonder if it's time to put a new battery in this thing. Well, Toyota was out to prove that I was wrong. It turns out I'm just running away from them. Okay, that's a bit overstated, perhaps. Yes. Oh, you didn't. Oh, there it is. Just stop. So he tenses up, he comes to a stop, and then he lets it relaxes the brakes a little bit, rolls forward just ever so slightly, and then stops. Ugh. But I've been promised that FSD 13.2 will be better at that. That isn't actually stopping. Wow, what's going on? Was that 4 Amazon trucks going by? Or delivery vans? Oh look, it's a twin. Said he didn't have his plate yet. Tink tink. Again, why? And the lady sitting in the passenger seat ducks her head down, like, don't look at me. And don't get me wrong, I mean, as a human driver, I probably will let that car go by. Right? I tend to be a little bit more concerned about those things. What? We're doing 59? Really? Yeah, let's go around that slow-moving Amazon van that just moved into our lane.
Turn left onto North Quinlan Park Road.
Or just moved in front of us. Yep. Brake. Come on, man. Look how banged up the back of his van is. Wait, what? It looks like he has a trailer-like connection, but he doesn't have a hitch. That's kind of weird. Whoa, that's a nice blue Cybertruck with the Cybertruck graffiti on the side. Oh, that Mach-E looks pretty nice. It has little tires. Alright, that's the part I don't get is why did they put little tires on it? Or skinny tires on it? Okay, nice. Everything and the kitchen sink.
Now turn left onto North Quinlan Park Road.
There goes that Toyota. Wow. Or it looks really nice for having racquetball or a pickleball. What's that? Yes. Okay, welcome back. Short format. Oh, I guess I'll have to go back and recover that, huh? Anyway, so far the trip is 27 miles, 6 kilowatt hours. Average energy is 207. Whoa, don't go in the other lane. It felt like he was leaning towards going the other lane. And the Subaru behind us would have got cut out. 245.9. All it should be easy to do is at the end of a video segment. And we're going 41 in a 45 zone. What? Clouds coming in. Where's clouds coming in from? South? Doing 41 in a 45 zone, doing 41 in a 35 zone. What? Are you following speed limit or are you just making up as you go?
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Steiner Ranch Boulevard, University Club Drive. Now turn left onto Steiner Ranch Boulevard.
Okay, we're just going to go for it. That sounds right.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Old Course Drive. Now turn right onto Old Course Drive. In 500 feet, your destination will be on the right.
5 miles, 14 minutes, 185 watt hours per mile. Oops. Okay. Back up, get the code. I'll have to go back and get the other section, but that's no big deal. Total trip so far is 29 miles, 6 kilowatt hours. Average energy 204 watt hours per mile. All right, catch you later. All right, home, James. Put your foot on the brake. Shift to drive. It's in drive. Push the FSD
now
wheel.
Turn right onto Long Bay Cove.
Oh, okay, fine, whatever. So I guess we'll go around the circle.
Now make a U-turn to stay on Long Bay Cove.
Okie dokie. What time I get home? Whoa. 6:37. Yeah, that sounds about right. Almost 7 o'clock. Turn a little bit sharper, avoid the Jeep. Right on top of it. What do you think temperature is? 75?
Now turn left onto Old Course Drive.
I feel like I don't really need air conditioning on. Probably feel warm in a little bit, but the sun's gone. Obviously, because the screen's dark. Bang, bang, zoom, zoom. Well, you do have to get a little bit closer. No, it's opening. Okay. Yes.
In 500 feet,
warm.
turn left onto University Club Drive.
If I turn the air conditioning, it's too cold. If I turn it off, it's too warm.
Now turn left onto University Club Drive.
Oh. Well, here I go. Okay. There's enough
In
room.
500 feet, turn right onto North Quinlan Park Road. Now turn right onto North Quinlan Park Road.
Oh, so when I took Giant Turkey over to the park, came up to this light, the right lane can only turn right, but it went into the right lane and it was acting like it was expecting to go straight. So brake on FC off, force them to the right. And once you go to the right, then navigation picks up and corrects it. Whoa, he's going along, isn't he? What's the battery indication? Okay. Anyway, you know, there are spaces, and like at the park, FSD
In 1 mile, turn right onto Ranch Road 620 North.
will sort of park, like pretty cool. Okay, whatever, peace and harmony. I think this is enough an introduction. Time to switch to long run. Okay, welcome back for the long mode. Let's see how it goes. And for anybody thinking, oh well, he thinks it's perfect. No, it's not perfect. It's nowhere near perfect. But well, let's give credit to Dirty Tesla. Okay, Dirty Tesla was talking about you kind of have to remove how you would drive the car from what's going on, and start thinking in terms of, is the car doing it according to the way the car thinks it should do it? And if it is, then it's doing okay. Is it always okay? No, it's not always okay. Oh, what do we got going on here? All right, well done. Right, there was a car parked
Now turn
in
right
the right
onto
turn
Ranch
lane.
Road 620 North.
Of course, I maybe had some cues in front of him what to do. Okay, whatever. And that's if you're talking to me personally, don't What? Who said that? It was JD. So AI driver. Anyway, don't get caught up in whether or not he's doing it the way you would do it. Is he doing it more aggressive than you would be? Try chill. Is chill too aggressive? Then it could be this isn't going to work out for you. Okay? I'm not saying that to discourage you, just saying, hey, you got to be realistic. Okay? He has his own way of doing things. I mean, if he's doing something absolutely wrong, break on FSD off, send a message saying, hey, you were supposed to do this and you did that. Right? And if it's something that makes sense to the Tesla team, they'll do something about it. So it always helps to be as clear and precise as possible. Remember, you only have like 10, 15 seconds, which actually is pretty long. It used to be it was just 8 seconds. Okay. The point is, if you don't try it out and give Tesla some feedback, it's never going to get better. But the real point I'm trying to make is some of the things FSD does, I don't care for. But is it legal? Is it right? Is it safe? Yes, it's all those. Then, okay, let's try running with it. Right? I mean, there are times I want them in the outside lane. Okay? We're not the fastest car on the road. That's very clear. So let's go back to the outside lane, get out of the way of the cars that want to go by fast. Right? Just today I had 2 Porsche Macans. And yeah, they were flying by. In a 45 zone, they're flying through. Okay? But whatever. That's the way they were human drivers. Okay? That's the way they were choosing to drive their vehicles. And that's just a fact of life. Accept it, and accept the fact that they're willing to take that risk with your life. And it doesn't matter whether you're driving a Tesla with FSD or if you're driving a Toyota Camry regular. Okay? They're going to treat you the same way regardless. And no, I'm not picking out Toyota Camry. It's a very common car on the roads, right? So there's all that part. Okay. Now, I just mentioned AI driver. You go back, AI driver said he gave his sister, I think it was, a ride like a year ago. And it did something wrong. Okay? And so that's what she remembers is the one thing it did wrong. Now, I'm not saying it's okay if it did something wrong. What I'm saying is FSD is learning and improving all the time. Okay? And yes, I can tell you right now, 12.5.6.4, which is what I'm running in this car right now, while it's not the greatest thing, it's so much better than 11.3.6. 11.3.6 was pretty decent to me at that time. I think if you made me go back to it, I would hate it, but anyway, what I'm really trying to say is try to keep an open mind to how it's working, see if it's anywhere near close to safe, and try to evaluate it from that perspective, right? And no, I'm not going to tell you it's safe all the time. It's not safe all the time, but that's why it's FSD supervised. On the other hand, I think the basis for what they're going to want to put robotaxi on, at least close, is already in FSD 13.2, and my guess, just a scientific, non-factual based guess, is we're going to get FSD 13.3. I think they baked it into their release schedule, and that's what their target is. That's why we won't get FSD 13.2. I hate to disappoint you if that's disappointing to you, but listening to what other people who know more have to say, I think that's where I'm at. Right? They still had the holiday release that hasn't been released on these AI4 cars. Right? If you have I should say it differently. If you have AI4 and you have FSD, you haven't got the holiday release more than likely. Now my Model Y, I have the holiday release. My friend's Model 3, it has the hardware release. Both of those cars are actually hardware 3. And I've said it somewhere else before, but the reason why I'm driving a AI4 car now is because as soon as they mentioned they're looking for a hardware upgrade on hardware 3, that told me exactly where they were. Now, can you compress what's in this car to fit into a hardware 3? Possibly. But then the things that it doesn't do well, they're going to come up. So you're going to have problems with it. There's no way around it. Okay, whatever. I can tell you, Giant Turkey, she's completely enjoying that back screen. Oh yes. As soon as she gets in the car, she is touching the screen, trying to find the video she wants to watch on YouTube. Okay? We can argue about whether or not it's educational and all that stuff, but there's no doubt it keeps her quiet. She's happy. Now, Luke, on the other hand, Luke doesn't really do well with reading or anything inside the car. He has to look outside. Okay? And yeah, there are people like that. I mean, it's just the way it is.
In 1 mile, turn left onto Anderson Mill Road.
So while he likes having a screen there, the screen's not useful to him while the car's driving. It's okay. It's all right. It's just, this car is actually so many different things to so many different people. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get over, am I? This pickup doesn't want to let go. I mean, he could just go by and give us some room. But then the next pickup is also going to block. Yes, obviously. Well, there's no room now. Okay. How long you gonna blink and drive down the road? I mean, there's no room. But then again, I've doubted him FSD before, and he surprised me. He always gets lucky somehow. Oh, we're gonna go right here. That car was just a little bit slow. It felt like he was given some room. That's what it felt like. And yeah, thanks. If that's not what you were doing, well, then what were you doing? $235.9. We do kind of have to get over, guys. We better get over right now.
Turn left onto Anderson Mill Road.
But see, that was actually handled very well. And with FSD, for some reason, of course, I'm being pessimistic, right? When I'm driving, I'm being pessimistic. Oh, they won't give us room. Actually, they will. There's the pickup with the ladders in it. No, it's cross street. Okay. I don't know. Anyway, peace and harmony. And so I don't know if I finished that thought, but basically, is if you come up to me and say, "Well, I have this car as FSD such and such," how do you suggest I go about it? Well, try it in a quiet neighborhood. Get used to how he tracks down the street. The first few times I used FSD, I didn't realize I was supposed to center in the lane. And so he'd make a sudden sharp turn with the wheel that threw me off. Okay? And back then you had to provide torque on the wheel, and that wasn't exactly clear either. Oh my, oh yeah. Oh, my car's fast. Okay, so anyway, start slow. Hey, start in a parking lot. You know? Like Lago Vista High School on Sunday afternoon. If there's nobody there, start there. It's actually the best way to start figuring things out. And you don't have to have a destination in place to start FSD. You just have to have the autopilot wheel. Okay? I will tell you, if you don't do a brake on FC off, it'll keep trying to navigate to someplace. It'll come out of the parking lot, I'm not sure where to navigate to. Alright, so you gotta be aware of that. But whatever, it's okay, it's alright. What was it, 606? My feeling is those trucks that went by and yet going the other way were the Scorpion trucks for that construction just east of Lago Vista. The high tension wire. So that means the good news is they're leaving. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. Ray, you lecture us so much. Well, I'm just trying to share. Right, that's really my intent is to share. I'm not going to tell you whether or not you should have FSD. Or autopilot for that matter. And I've heard people say, oh, Blue Cruise is good or Super Cruise is good. But my understanding is you have to be on highways with high definition maps. Or high definition mapping. Right? So FSD, I can go anywhere. Oh, there are things on my last trip that would throw him off. And even today, on the turn from Lakeline onto Research going south, they have two signs that they're light up signs, so they can turn them on and off. And it says no right turn on red. Well, last time I tried, FSD did not recognize that sign as anything interesting. So it was up to the human driver to do a brake on FSD off. That's okay, that's the way it is. That's every time you run into those situations, you say, you tell them what happened, and hopefully it's something they'll adjust over time. Okay? It requires patience. Actually, from my perspective, FSD requires a lot of patience. I mean, who wants to drive 41 in the 45 zone? When there's not any safety reason for it. It's just the way FSD is. I think even today, we'll find out soon. Even today, there's that section of Anderson Mill where FSD or navigation says the speed limit's 25. But there is no 25 mile per hour speed zone sign there. All the signs say 45. So it's not perfect. I've kind of given up hope on it ever being perfect. Although sometimes I'll send a message saying, "Well, gee willikers, dude, I'm in a 45 zone. Why do you say it's 25?" And that's the other part, right? Sometimes you say it some other way that's different, and hope that catches somebody's attention. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. And I heard that long ago about FSD. If you're on the FSD track, you're behind the people on the regular track. So that means you will not get all the other nifty tools or tricks that the regular Tesla users get. Right? So it's just the way it is. You have a choice. Do you want FSD or do you want the other stuff? What? Yes. Ha ha ha. You're right. I'm not being fair to you. I have two cars. I have both paths. Hey, you can do it too. Right? If you search around, you can probably find a Tesla for 20,000. But the problem, my feeling, it's just my feeling. Don't take it as gospel or fact, okay? My feeling is, if you're on a hardware 3 machine, you're going to be limited. On the other hand, if you like driving manually, and you appreciate what a Tesla EV does, you should be happy with it. Right? I've already said my goal, my hope is that when we finally get the robo-taxi licensing, that, let's start with this car, will be eligible to join in. And I think by sometime in 2026, my other car will be eligible to join in. Of course, the negative on a Model 3 is it's lower to the ground, it's harder to get into. It's a sedan. Right? The Model Y is more SUV. But you got to start somewhere. And I already have a Model Y. I don't want to buy another one. Then again, my thought is, if Robotaxi starts taking off for me as a business, then I can always lease another car. Yes, I'll have to work through all the expense. The insurance will be a lot.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto West Whitestone Boulevard.
But I've already contacted my insurance company, and they said, well, for like Uber drivers, this is what the addendum we add to what goes on. Okay. And the price was reasonable.
Now turn left onto West Whitestone Boulevard.
Of course, if they once they saw the mileage, they might have a cow. I don't know. My feeling is what makes sense, robo-taxi wise, is trips to the airport and pickup at the airport. That makes sense to me. And it's definitely a moneymaker if you get enough of those tries. I don't know, we'll see. Am I a businessman? No, I'm not a businessman. I'm aware of financial considerations, but I'm not great at that. But it's just like all those. Yeah, thank you. Mr. Corvette wants to make sure you can't hear me. Anyway, like all those Tesla employees, I mean, maybe they only worked there 5, 10 years, but the stock options they bought into have made them rich, or at least comfortable. Right? So that helps a lot. And it's the same thing with robo-taxi. If you buy into the robo-taxi and you can make it work for you, it's going to help out. But, I mean, there's always a possibility it may not. And that's why I take a more conservative approach on acquiring cars. But it's pretty obvious that AI3 is the way, or AI4 is the way to go. Unless, of course, they turn right around in 2025 and come out with AI5. $234.9 gas price. Wow. Whatever. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm done talking, right? I think if you wanted to hear the story, you have to listen to the long version, which is long. It's like almost 2 hours. Which makes me wonder if I were to go up to Raleigh or Apex, North Carolina, how long would those videos be? It'd be forever. And that doesn't sound like fun either. That's been 3 or 4 hours a night just doing editing. Whatever. Why is he braking? Oh. Come on, Mr. Mazda, let go of your brakes. That guy just kept his brakes on all the way through that curve. Finally, FSD braked. Okay, slowing down again. Whoa. This Toyota was almost going to the right. This is a Mazda, right? Looks like a Mazda. I can't see the emblem, but it's an older car. No, it's a Scion. It's TC. It's supposed to be kind of a sporty little car. I guess he decided if he goes slow enough, They'll just keep me stuck behind them. Because there's enough cars coming by on the outside. Well, once we get through Jonestown, it'll clear up. I mean, it should. Oh, is this the car? The car behind me is revving up his engine. Because if I go any faster with this car in front of me. But hey, I get it. I've already said it before, right? You already heard it today. If you really support Saudi Arabia and Venezuela, more power to you. He's really impressed with his car, isn't he? Ah, there he goes. What's the chances you'll let me go? Come on, FSD. What? Did the revers leave? I guess he saw an open spot and moved to the right, not realizing that I might go. Is this a cop? Yeah, Travis County deputy. Alright, I can't really see the blue on black. That's max is 50. Alright. Well, now the traffic's kind of cleared up. Let's push it back to the outside. Of course, again, it's somebody who's oh, they got behind me, I need a break. What? Why? I know there's at least one turkey he wants to race. We just went by it, Travis County deputy. Oh. We're down to 40? Really? What do you think the Ram's doing? Well, it doesn't matter. He's not coming through. Okay, foot on accelerator. Let's get him going again. Okay, let off. And that's all it took, right? Oh, wait, I don't want you to pass me. Well, don't slow down in front of me. Go. I'm trying hard not to get run over by these people. Oh, they can't see quite. This guy in the Ram can't quite figure out what he's doing. How do I know it's Ram? It's by headlight configuration. I could be wrong, but it looks like a Ram. He can't quite decide how fast he wants to go. Right? If I'm in front of me, he's going, I'm going fast! As soon as I get out of his way, like, oh wait, that means I might get a ticket. Yeah. Why should that bother you? Oh, I'm sorry, it's Tundra. Of course it's a Toyota. Oh, come on. And all of a sudden we drop off the mountain. Oh, max is up to 65. Okay. To be fair, we're in a 45 mile per hour construction zone. We should treat it that way. Not that there should be any construction going on because it's dark. I assume that was a Corvette that was behind me. I'd seen one before. But he's probably on his way to the bar, right? Not sure why you're slowing down, but I don't want to slow down. Come on, man. Ding ding. FSD on. Yeah, so I brake on FSD off to send the message. What we're doing is we're slowing down for those flashing yellows. And I don't know, what we really want is FSD 13 to see what happens with that. It does get kind of tiring to be stuck with an old version of software and knowing that the next one should solve the problem, but there's not a clear path to when, or not a clear schedule for when they'll release it. I mean, whatever, it is what it is. That's part of what happened with Grandpa, right? But that was slightly different in that not only was there not a schedule, it was pretty clear what's holding them up is these hardware 3.
Turn left onto Lomans Ford Road.
Oh, that's an F-150, isn't it? Whatever, Becky. I always like to enter that song. If you know the song I'm talking about. I think he lost track of the lane markings for a second there. It certainly felt that way by the way he moved the steering wheel. Not that we're in a problem. And there was a car coming the other way. Yep, get over. Get over. Looks like the green arrow's on. If you keep rolling, the green arrow's on.
Now turn left onto Lomans Ford Road.
Come on, come on. Okay, he's going through it. More power to him. He's going to the outside lane today. That's great. That's okay. We'll see what it does. My guess is he will not automatically get out of the right turn lane. What's that? I should show it to him? I don't know. That sounds like a Chuck Cook type of thing to do. Or AI driver. Of course, we're going 38 in a 45 zone. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas. You had the high beams on when you faced that truck? That's not right. Yeah, we got a few drops on the windshield. Huh? Okay, we're just moving over into the straight lane, getting out of the right lane. Be attentive. Why don't you be attentive? Oh, it's a 40 zone. I'm sorry. 38 and 40. Yeah, he's in the other lane. What? This tonight? No, 12:21. So 19:20. So it's Saturday.
In 1 mile, turn
All
right
right,
onto
so
Boggy Ford Road.
we're in a 50 zone. Why are we going so slow? Gates open at 4:30 a.m. No, I'm sure they mean 4:30 p.m. Oh, wow, a lot of people at the... Not a lot, but there's some people at the pack. I guess that is one of the things that Chuck Cook was talking about in his Friday the 13th video. And that is, if he flies
Now turn
for
right
an
onto
airline,
Boggy Ford Road.
so he's an airline pilot. What he's basically saying is, airline pilot, whoa, no, just go, just go. It's not your fault he can't control his car. Whoa, wow. Well, this place has all lit up. Anyway, going back to what Chuck said. Chuck basically said, and this is what, at least from his viewpoint, what airline pilots do. Airline pilots are pretty much just monitoring systems, not really actively doing stuff most of the time. Right? Makes sense to me. Anyway, what I was suggesting was FSD may come down to a point where you basically have to have a safety driver in the car. And so most of the time you wouldn't even do anything. But just to get it off the ground, get things rolling, there's something like that that'll have to be done. Now,
In
that's
1,000
not
feet,
exactly...
bear right onto Boggy Ford Road.
It's not exactly what I'm looking forward to, but you know, if that's what it takes to make it happen, that's what it takes. As long as there's an understanding that it's not forever. Right? But we'll see.
Now bear right onto Boggy Ford Road.
At least that's fixed. Anyway, it's just a thought. I fully do not expect anybody from Tesla, especially not Elon, to call up and say, well, they're not going to call up because I'm not going to recognize their phone number. Now, the Tesla guys, if you're calling me for Tesla service, use the Tesla phone number. Okay? If you use the Tesla phone number, I recognize who you are. Anyway, there's been a lot of suggestions that Austin, Texas is one of the targets for early release of robotaxi, Tesla robotaxi. So that sounds good to me. Yes, I live in Lago Vista. To some people, I live too far out of the arena. Right? I'm outside the circle. But if there's a way to get into it, fine, I'll do that. Right? You gotta start somewhere. Alright, whatever. Peace and harmony. Actually, the guys with Teslas with FSD who are doing Uber, I mean, they're doing the right thing, actually. They're getting used to dealing with how people deal with them. I mean, but, in some ways, it's like getting used to talking to you guys on the camera. Right? I mean, people who know me are going like, who's this guy? No. There are some people, yes, I would talk to. I would actually talk a lot. But if I wasn't warmed up to you, you'd have a hard time making me talk. Right? And that's it's like squeezing toothpaste. Yes. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Oh. Got electric bike over on the right. Okay. Where are we? We're about to pop down the last
In
hill.
1,000 feet, turn left onto American Drive.
Or in 0.1 miles, turn left, yeah. Alright, let's interrupt here. Okay, got hung up for a second there.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Santa Rosa Avenue.
Okay, yeah.
Now turn left onto Santa Rosa Avenue.
Time for the awkward turn. Okay. There you go. I mean, parts of the drive home were not all that great. Whoa. Getting stuck in the inside lane, but there's no choice because there's so many
In 500
cars
feet, your destination will be on the left.
coming by on the outside. I know. Poor little Corvette who got behind me. Zoom, 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 zoom. Dude, I can barely see the top of your
Now your destination is on the left.
Are you going to turn today? Whoop. Uh-oh. Okay. Yep, he's not going to allow it. He's not going to... He doesn't want any feedback on that turn. Well, if it was me doing it, I wouldn't want it either. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Let's see what we see here. 29 miles, 50 minutes, 174 watt hours per mile. Wow, seriously? Okay. Total trip, 62 miles, used 12 kilowatt hours. What I said yesterday was $1.32. Overall average energy is 192 watt hours per mile. Seriously, 192 watt hours per mile. Okay, there you go. Pretty good. FSD wise, did he do something stupid? And I'm thinking, not. I did a brake. No, not there. Not there. I did a few turn signals to move the car either left or right. You press the accelerator pedal a couple of times, but no. Now, there was one place, and I've forgotten exactly where we were going across the road, and there was a car coming up, and he didn't let off the accelerator. Oh, coming out from that YMCA place, that was, I don't know, how do you say it? That's the one where we turned in front of, I think it was a Toyota. And he waited. FSD waited. Like, I'm not sure. I finally pressed the accelerator, got him to go. I mean, he kind of started going, to be fair. Okay, I didn't press the accelerator to get him to go, but once he started going, I pressed the accelerator to bring him up to speed. He had to. It was too tentative there. Too scary. But okay, whatever. It's fine. It's just fine. Okay. Um, I'm trying to remember what factors I might consider for a grade. Yes, I know the big four OG guys. They're all. Omar started it, but they all basically said, you know, he has a point. It's nowhere feature complete yet, right? And we're pretty sure it's right on the boundary of being feature complete, at least to get going, but it's not there yet. So with signing your grade for incomplete work, and that's the way they're seeing it. The way I'm seeing it is I'm giving you a grade based upon what the version FSD is we have today. Okay? It's not what the future is. Although you've heard me at times saying, well, I had 11.3.6. Some days I said it was like an A. Right? And compared to where it was when we started, it was pretty good. But it's not always perfect. Okay, whatever, peace and harmony, it's all fine. So I guess where I'm going is it's named B plus. Let's call it B plus for today. That sounds fair. The school zone stuff is just a problem that it's a problem for me. Okay. Although going back, talking through where a giant turkey's position is, there's three different elementary schools in her area, and it sounds like the one that she would probably go to is over 2 miles away, so she's definitely not going to walk there. There's no way. Okay? So that sounds like Robotaxi to the duty. But Robotaxi has to prove itself before we get that far. Okay. Anyway, like I said, B plus today. Onward upward charge.